Well, one great place to visit is Maine. I actually skied at Sunday River, Maine a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I had a great photo op. See, the great thing about radio is you get to do really cool, fun things.
Yes.
So I had a photo op with Mr. Moose. And in fact, the trade show badge that he has says Mr. Moose on it.
Yes, it does. We made sure. And it says he's from Millinocket, but he really lives on Mount Katahdin. You know, they go up country in the winter, and I had to go find him and bring him down here to New York with me. So
tell me, Maine, I've been to Maine. Maine is just spectacular.
it is. It's a little piece of heaven.
And thank God, largely undeveloped.
Well, I guess you could say that the top half.
Compared to this,
the top half of the state is what they call unorganized territory.
Right.
And so a lot of times
we say that about the court system.
A lot of times, or my gallery, a lot of people feel like there are two Maines because there's the unorganized territory that doesn't really get represented by the government, and then the southern part of the state, which is really heavily populated and has Ivy League colleges and that kind of thing, Yeah.
But because here in Manhattan at the Javitz Center, I mean, this is heavily populated.
Yes, it is.
What do you love about Maine? I mean, there's so much to do. You got great food, you got great, natural surroundings.
Well, I grew up there, and so I think what I like about it, especially as an artist, is the four seasons. Being able to paint in all four seasons, being able to do activities. My husband and I trout fish in the spring, and then I cross-country ski in the winter, and we have a canoe so we can go canoeing. We snowmobile in the winter.
Yeah, that's fun.
In summer, I mean, you can paint. There are just, almost any place in Maine in the summertime, in July, August, September, is absolutely beautiful.
And I see here you got pictures of moose, golfing, whitewater rafting, lighthouses.
I've always wondered if this guy knew there was a moose right behind him. He probably messed up his shot.
I'll tell you, you miss so much on radio. Like, I actually got to hold a lobster and talk to a moose at the same time. Where could you do that? I mean,
Well, exactly. Come to Maine.
There you go.
That's what I say.
So you have an art gallery.
I do. I have an art gallery.
So we got to plug that.
Northlight Gallery in Millinocket, Maine.
Okay.
Artnorthlight.com is the website.
Good. I love shameless promotion. There you
go. Yes, I'm all about it.
Because I practically invented it.
Did you? Yeah, well, I must have gone to your class. I don't know. It's 101 for sure. Yeah. But it's if you look on the website, I also have a school where I give workshops in kind of a remote location that we fly into, which is
wow, you fly into? Wow.
Yep.
That is remote.
It is.
Wow.
It is, yeah. It's katahdin.school.com. That's just new this year.
How do you spell that?
Katahdin.
Okay, because I would never
figure... S-K-U-L, no, S-C-H-O-O-L.
I would never figure that out if you didn't spell, so thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, what do you love to eat in Maine?
Lobster.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up there, but I mean, how can you beat lobster? We go... my mother, who also grew up on the coast in Maine, she comes every summer, and we go to the coast, and we have our annual lobster. And any chance I get, I have lobster. I mean, Mr. Moose likes crab meat.
Does he?
I don't know if he's supposed to. I think he's only supposed to like river slop, but
Well, you know what it is?
Crab meat.
You know what it is? The ecosystems are dwindling, so you get what you get.
You're getting all mixed up,
Yes, exactly.
Well,
it's every moose for himself.
That's right. Absolutely. He eats what I feed him.
Now, that guy looks like a Mountie. The guy with the red outfit.
He is a warden. He's a state warden.
Okay, like a game warden?
A game warden.
Yep. He kind of looks like those guys just a little bit over the line in Canada.
Yeah, well, he does.
Whose uniform came first?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if there's an infringement suit coming.
I don't know. It's awfully close. I wouldn't want to go up there and fight it out.
Now, is that the real deal? He's a real warden?
He's a real warden.
Is that a real gun?
It's a real gun.
Oh, my God.
Last year, they gave him kind of a hard time about bringing the gun in, but he's licensed to carry it wherever he goes. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting.
He's a government-issued gun there,
All right, so no Dirty Harry moments, or
I hope not. I'm just trying to keep him away from the moose. I wanted to get a film of him chasing the moose around, but
well, that would have been like Rocky and Bullwinkle, sort of.
Definitely. Yeah.
And now, how did you guys end up in Maine?
I grew up there.
No, but how did the original people in your family end up there?
Oh, the original people. Well, I'm a member of the Mayflower Society, actually.
Oh, wow. But I thought they went to Plymouth Rock.
They did go to Plymouth.
Right.
And so then
and there was no
Plymouth,
Garmin or TomTom, so how'd they know to go to Maine?
And actually, I'm a 12th descendant of John Alden, so I'll speak for myself. Okay, you're right.
No, so you got to Massachusetts, and then what happened?
They got to Plymouth Rock, and then they went to Belfast, Searsmont on the coast of Maine, and then sort of settled in Waldo County, right around Burnham. My father was a Vermonter. He came over, and he was a minister. And he was. My mother was was a young girl, and she was in the congregation, and they started making eyes at each other while he was behind the pulpit, and voila.
You meet people in all kinds of places.
I know
it. Right. So how'd you meet the Moose?
We met online.
See the difference? You know, one generation. The next thing you know, 2 generations down from us, it's going to be like iPhone dating. You know, just people just going to do some kind of program like who's good for me.
Himself as Mr. Moose. He's morphed into that since I've known him. I don't know why. Maybe it's what I'm feeding him again. You know. But
does he have like a moose robe in the house and like other things?
A moose smoking jacket.
Yeah, you know, something like that. You know.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say what happens when he takes his hoofs off. You know, I might or not.
I guess there's Dr. Scholl's moose gels. See, you know, we always have fun on the radio here.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Well,
I'll tell you one thing: he doesn't need the horns. He's all set.
He's good. He's good. He's good to go. He's good to go. Right, it's all FCC compliant. It's funny. It's funny. I have all kinds of shows, have all kinds of guests. Once in a while, we have a word that comes in on the show that I have to ask: is it FCC compliant? But that was cool.
Okay, good.
That was cool.
George Carlin's in the back of my head.
That's right. That's my time. That's Dr. Carlin is my advisory board. I'm like, let's see.
He's bad word 101, right? Yeah, that's right.
So those are the ones. So
and the double one,
yeah, exactly. Right, that one. Right. Yeah, you know. So yeah, I'm telling you, Mr. Moose is very popular.
He's very popular.
Oh my God.
I don't know why I'm here. I mean,
well, because art suffers no matter where you are. People suffer for their art.
That's what it is. Yep.
Right. But today, comedy still rules.
I know it. Well, last year they had a lobsterman here too. And the lobsterman was showing the little kids how to tell them the boy from the girl.
Oh, how do you
lobster.
do that?
It has to do with the flippers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I know on crabs you turn them upside down.
I would say the wrong thing no matter what I said. Turn them upside down.
I'm more of an.
I think with most creatures you have to turn them upside down, don't you?
Well, the thing is, my show is more of an entertainment show than an educational show. So if we got it wrong, it wouldn't matter.
So it doesn't even matter.
Exactly. School, SKOOL, exactly.
SKUL, please.
SKUL, that's right. My wife's a teacher. I should know better.
But anyway, the little girl got scared and ran over to Mr. Moose and hugged him on the leg.
Oh, there you go.
And so, he said, geez, he could be an axe murderer, but he looks friendly, so...
Well, it's the perfect disguise.
Look at this. I mean, all the way home he talks about all the beautiful women that hug him,
There you go. See? Yeah. It's great to be the Moose.
In spike heels last year, Horns on their feet,
There you go. Exactly. So how many of these different shows do you do? Is this a traveling show? This show that we're at here?
Well, actually, yes. This one does. What do you do, Ron? You do.
Oh, this is Ron. Ron from the main office. Yeah, hey, Ron.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to 88.1 FM. Richard Solomon taking care of business. You're on the radio. We're not live.
Richard.
We're not live because we're here live at the Javitz Center. But I'm going to repackage this at the station.
Okay.
Do a lot of engineering. No, everything doesn't get edited. The whole Moose thing, it's in. It's in. But I got to meet the Moose, and I got to meet Marcia here.
Here's the passport in the Moose.
Oh, it's like he kind of looks like a Pepsi can, but that's that's from behind. So we're talking about Maine.
Yes.
No, how many places do you do this show? That's what
where's this show go?
This show right now we're doing another show in Montreal at this same weekend.
Okay.
And then in 2 weeks I'll be in Ottawa, Canada. And then we did Boston last week, and we go all over, all the states and through the provinces.
Wow, that's a lot of schlepping.
It's a lot of schlepper. He's the head schlepper.
Now, do you have a moose too?
Well, actually, actually, I'm a park ranger in the summertime, and that's what I do at one of the main beaches, state parks, which is all good. And
he's actually empathetic with the moose because he was smoking the bear once.
Were you smoking the bear?
Yeah, I'm smoking the bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
In my other life, I'm smoking the bear, and he's the moose. So, and we're going to turn him loose in the wild.
Watch those hands, Mr. Moose.
Yeah. Right after this.
Pause. Yeah.
He's out in the wild if he don't watch those hands. I'll tell you that.
You know what's really great? No one can ID you. It's like, it's like I was assaulted by a moose.
No,
it's like,
he had this great big cracks. I don't know.
No, it's his feet. It's his,
those are big feet.
It's hers. It's his
very big feet. So what do you love about Maine?
I live there. I'm fifth generation. I love the ocean. I love the inland. I have a cabin up in the mountains, and I go away there. There's no electricity. I was there last weekend. I put 100 miles on my snowmobile. It don't get any better than that, Wow. And then I come home. I live on the coast, and I enjoy the coast.
Now, when you say no electricity, you mean no electricity supplied, and you get it from the sun, and you power things, or you have no electricity?
No, I mean no. When I say no, I mean no. You lug your water in. We have a remote cabin. It looks at a beautiful mountain range, and it's all good.
Wow.
It's the way it's supposed to be.
That's the way it used to be. So I'm always curious about how people end up where they end up. You say that wow, that's a great picture. See,
that's
radio.
I know it's radio. I'll hold it over the mic.
Yeah, but that looks great.
That's
what you're looking at
my front
this
window
almost
of the
looks like a scene from.
Isn't that gorgeous?
This looks like a scene from Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The Pelletiers are right in our town.
Yeah,
wow, there you go.
We're from Millinocket, which is where the American loggers are from.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So you're a fifth generation. So where did the sixth generation come from?
Norway.
Oh, okay.
And my grandma came from great-great-grandmother came from Sweden, and Norway and Swedish, they don't marry each other and stick around. So they ran to America to escape and be happy, and they landed in Portland, Maine, and that's where we've been ever since.
Get married. Right.
They got married on the boat on the way.
Wow.
It's all good.
How's the herring? I love the herring.
Oh, pickled herring. It doesn't get any better than that. And sour cream. It doesn't get any better than that.
I went to Holland, and my friend's father and mother were living there at the time, and I would go to the herring stand in a place called Zandvoort and have herring, and fabulous. And if my friend Marty's listening, the herring is fabulous.
So the deal is, Richard, we got to get you to Maine.
I've been to Maine. Oh yeah, I've skied, but I'll come back.
No, snowmobiling. That's what I do. Snowmobile. Cool. Put you on snowshoes.
I have my own. Do you know I own my own pair of snowshoes?
Have you ever used them?
Oh yeah. In fact, I'll tell you what I have. I have the retractable poles. I think they're Lakey poles.
Yeah. They use them for hiking.
And what are they? Redfoot? What's the brand?
I don't know.
I have the old ones with the real steel claws.
Say anything. You're on radio.
No, but it's true. I'm under. I have to. I can't disappoint my fan base. Yeah. But yeah. But
so we're gonna get you up there. We're gonna get you in a snowmobile.
You gotta come up.
Oh, there you go. I got a button. See, I love being on the radio.
We're gonna take you to a remote location and see if you can make it out.
You know what? My friend Lenny did that to me. He took my brother and I up to Magic Mountain.
We're doing this for Lenny.
Right. And this is for you, Lenny.
He kind of like abandoned us and made us find our way back, and there's no popcorn or gingerbread stuff to follow.
If you can't find your way back, we'll drop Lenny in there.
There you go. There you go. Real survivor. There you go. And the good thing is there's plenty of fat on the land to live off of.
Exactly.
Well, it was a pleasure. Ron.
Nice chat with you.
Ron from the Maine Office of Tourism.
Ranger Ron, come up and see me at Crescent Beach State Park. Come on up and see me.
And say that you heard him on the radio, and of course, he may be Smokey the Bear. Okay,
Marcia Donahue, Northlight Gallery, artnorthlight.com.
That's right.
Email me.
There you go. Tell her you heard her on Taking Care of Business.
And Mr. Moose.
And Mr. Moose.